Hello and welcome to Psychology 101. My name is Chris Boydis. You can feel free to call me Chris, and I am your instructor. Here we have my contact information. The quickest way to reach me is by using my Gmail account because that goes through to my smartphone. You can also call or text me. I tend to respond very quickly to text. You may contact me 7 days a week. Weekends are okay. I just ask that you wait until 9 o'clock in the morning, and we keep it during day hours up until 9 o'clock p.m. because I do leave my cell phone on 24 hours a day. I'm also a therapist, so I need to leave it on for emergencies. So if you text me at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's going to come through and I'm going to wake up and look at it. So let's go through our class. This class it's fairly straightforward. You have quizzes for each chapter, and you also have what I call video lectures for each chapter. It may seem like a lot, but the video lectures are very short and it chunks the information. Probably the easiest way to keep track of what's going on is if you go to the content and then go to it says orientation, complete this first. You're going to go through all these things, but here there is a syllabus. And I do suggest that you print out the syllabus, especially the page that has all the due dates, and then you can just check off as you go. Another way to keep track and make sure that you're doing everything you need to do is if you go to our home page. Every week under the news, I will post a checklist, and that checklist has everything that was due that week. I also have everything linked for you. However, let me just show you and then I'll explain what I mean. So here, every week, I put the weekly assignment list, and I have everything that is graded. I put it here. So, for example, the first week, you have the Chapter 1 video lecture, and then you also have the Chapter 1 quiz. You have the Chapter 2 video lecture, you have one on ethics, one on research, and then the Chapter 2 quiz. The video lectures are based on a video that I show you. The chapter quizzes are based on your textbook. You do not need to purchase the online textbook access. All you need is the textbook for this class. And I have a picture of that textbook, a picture of the cover on the syllabus, so you can make sure you have the right one. All of these are live links. But what I suggest you do is if you go to course content, I have all of the chapters. And if you go through the chapters, it will have the information that you need. And I suggest doing these because I may have other things linked that will be helpful for you. If you like to do practice quizzes, I do have practice quizzes, but you're going to need to sign up for them the first time you do them. It's entirely up to you. They are from the same test bank as where I get the chapter quiz questions. And if you decide to do that, I do have directions on how you sign up and how you get them. Practice quizzes are not graded. The only thing that you're graded for in this class are the video lecture quizzes and the chapter quizzes. And I have all that laid on the syllabus, and in the syllabus I tell you how much each is worth, and I tell you how many points total you can earn each week. I do have a few discussions, and if you go to the discussion link, you will see discussions. The general class questions. If you have something that you want to share with the class, you can feel free to post it here. However, if you're trying to reach me, please email me or text me or call me. Do not post something under general class questions, especially if you're having difficulty or you need help with something. The fastest way to reach me is by text, email, or calling. So the first graded discussion you have here is due on the 10th, and there are directions here, and you can just go ahead and click on here and participate in that discussion to get the points for it. You can also see your quizzes. You can see what's upcoming if you go to the quiz link, and it has all the quizzes listed and it has all the due dates. So that's another way, and after you've completed them, you will see that it'll have 1/1, meaning that you had one attempt and that you completed that one attempt. And I think that gives you the gist of what is happening in this course. Everything is always due on Sunday night by midnight, except during finals week. Finals week, everything is due August 11th. That's a Thursday. There is not a cumulative final in this class. In other words, there's not a final that asks you about each chapter. Instead, the last week, I do the same as we would have done any other week. You just have video lecture quizzes and the chapter quizzes. But instead of being due on Sunday, they're due on Thursday. So they're due a little bit earlier that week. So please keep that in mind. Thursday, August 11th, is the last day to submit anything for this class. After that, I'm going to be calculating your grades, and everything will have already been due. By the way, if you want to see your grades, if you go to grades, I have everything here, and this is another way for you to see what is due, and it tells you how many points it's worth and what's due for each chapter. So for chapter 1, what you have due is a video lecture quiz and chapter 1 quiz, and the one is worth 10 points, the other is worth 20. The next chapter 2, we have the 2 video lecture quizzes and the chapter quiz. And again, this is 30 points. We have 6 points, 4 points, and 20 that equals 30. So this is a great way. And if you ever want to know your grade as it is, if you add the total amount possible and then add how many points you got, if you divide how many you've gotten by the total, you will have your grade percentage. The last thing that I want to go over with you is I am fairly strict about due dates. I open everything and I give you time to get everything done, so I do suggest that you work ahead, but I am fairly strict about the due dates. So please work ahead and have everything done. So if something comes up, for example, if you're asked to work late or if there's some sort of emergency, you will have already had it done, so it won't be a problem that Sunday. Finally, I would just like to welcome you to the course. Again, my name is Chris. I love teaching and I really enjoy interacting with students. So do not hesitate to ask me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help you in any way that I can. And I look forward to this summer semester.